Happy December! Alright, everybody, we are doing acrylic ornament making for this video. Now, I have a pre-cut and pre-weeded piece of vinyl with my chosen designs on it. You can also use sheet stickers if you do not have a vinyl cutter or access of any kind to a vinyl cutter. That's perfectly fine. And I am laying out the transfer tape on the vinyl and smoothing it down. Most vinyl is pretty inexpensive, $1 or $2 per sheet depending on your brand. And sheet stickers, find them just about anywhere as well. Transfer tape is also likewise inexpensive. If you're going to use cut vinyl, you are going to need the transfer tape. If you're going to use sheet stickers, you actually don't need the transfer tape at all. So I pre-weeded this. When it comes down to vinyl, every machine's different. Every brand of vinyl is different, so I'm not gonna fiddle around with yakking about the settings that you need or whatnot. And for those who are new to vinyl, weeding is just simply pulling away the excess that didn't cut for the design, or not part of the cut design, leaving behind what you see on the various sheets that I'm using. I'm using 3 types of vinyl. One's an Oracal 651, one is a Starcraft vinyl, and one actually didn't have a brand on it, and I can't remember where I got it from, but it is holographic and pretty, and that is why I went with it. Alright, so as you've seen with the previous designs, me taking the blue squeegee to the transfer tape after laying it down onto the vinyl, that's to make sure that I could easily pull the vinyl up off the backing without ruining the design. And if I had a design that was open work, where it was a bunch of little itty bitty pieces, the transfer tape helps hold those together as a cohesive whole. Especially if you want to do a lot of those little mandala type designs that the vinyl cutters can cut. Works pretty well. Thankfully, this isn't a worry for if you're going to use, say, sheet stickers from the store. Those ones I recommend definitely for the smaller set with the smaller hands. Much easier to grab. So, you probably noticed that I have not talked about what kind of settings you should be using for the vinyl. And you can tell that I've used 3 different types of vinyl. What is not visible is the fact that those 3 types of vinyl are actually 3 different brands. Starcraft, Oracal, and I cannot remember what the hollow foil is, and the foil is indeed a true foil, like actual foil that has sticky stuff on it. It's the same on both sides. It's a pain to cut, it is a pain to weed, and the results are fantastic. They're also going to require different settings than the Starcraft vinyl and the Oracal vinyl. So since there are lots of different machines, out there, as well as different brands. I have elected to not bring up the settings for what I used because each brand of cutter will have its own settings for each type of vinyl. I will say this much though. Once you have the settings for your machine dialed in, weeding is going to be great. It's going to be easy, unless it's a foil. Foil's a pain. I have a love-hate relationship. I love to use it, hate to weed it. But once you get those settings in, once you've got it all set up and everything, it'll be nice. It'll be easier on you. It's getting there that's going to be the finicky part. And for those who are new to vinyl, weeding is simply pulling out the excess. You're basically, much like weeding a garden, pulling out the unwanted parts, unwanted plants. You're pulling off the unwanted parts to your vinyl sheet. Now, for brevity of time, I only picked one type of vinyl to show me cutting. Part of it is I was mostly cutting out of frame and not paying attention, and part of it was time. It took me about 2 hours to cut all of these pieces, and I recorded it all, and I did one of each type of vinyl, each type of design as ornaments to put them together. And wow, that was quite a long time. I had not realized that at all. And it will take time. It does. The effort is absolutely worth it, and if you're working with kids, teenagers, other adults, it's going to be pretty fun. It really is. Now, as far as the designs I used for this, I just simply bought them off of one of the, almost it feels like, 5 billion websites where you can actually purchase designs for use, for your business, for your home, for your own fun, and whatnot. So that's where I got them. There's a ton of sites out there. It doesn't take much to figure it out via Google. Now, I used a graph pad to trace out my acrylic ornaments and figure out where the center point is, going down vertically from the line, and also counting the squares. You don't have to be as exacting as I am. You can put it wherever you wish, as long as the design is on the acrylic blank. Now, these are simple acrylic blanks I got from a local craft store. It's a mom and pop place, so it doesn't have a brand name that most people would recognize, and is actually local to me only. You can get these anywhere. Take off one side of the backing, because with acrylic blanks, you're dealing with protective coverings on both sides, and that's to keep it from getting scratched up in, transit. Now, after you're done putting the vinyl on, you can actually hit it with a clear coat to keep it from getting, scratched up. A little bit of UV resin and a UV light if that's your bag. There's plenty of ways to protect the acrylic after getting that vinyl on there or that sticker on there. I have tried this on wood as well. Doesn't work quite so well, otherwise I'd be showing how to do that. I'm enjoying the results I'm getting here. Every so often, when dealing with foil, you're going to have trouble getting the foil off the backing. And a lot of times it also doesn't like to stick to the transfer tape. So definitely have some patience with it. Definitely had some trouble with the tree for the holographic foil, especially. That was a bear. Again, if you feel like dealing with it, the results are great. The trouble is getting it to cooperate. And I finally get it to all stay on the transfer tape. Yay! This was frustrating. I am so glad I record the video without sound and then do voiceover later, because let me tell you, I would have been filling that swear jar. Oof. However, once again, while the foils are a problem, they are pain, the results are worth it. Hence my love-hate relationship with them. So coming up, you're going to see all of the ornaments all finished off that I did. And these were still pretty fun to put together. And I only shared a couple with you for brevity's sake. So enjoy. Now that you've seen the results of this visual tutorial, if you like and subscribe. You'll see more of what I can do. Happy to share with you.